Welcome to the video, guys. My name is Lemon, and today I'm going to show you how to start as a new player to Red Dead Redemption Online. But we're going to focus mostly on Red Dead Online. But there's one thing I want to tell you before we get into the actual tutorials or guides, as you could call it. I want you guys to go do story mode, okay? Story mode is literally, it's gonna tell you everything you need to know. It's gonna teach you all the controls, all the buttons. I haven't finished story mode, and yeah, but like I started story mode before I started online, but yeah, so that's how I know most of the stuff I already know. But I'm just telling you right now, do the story mode, please, before you get into any online. And online is gonna be as a new player just starting out, it's gonna be the most toxic community you have ever seen, especially when you're just starting out. When I was starting out, I was griefed like every 5 minutes. I was killed. So you're just try all the things, like what I'm gonna say on here. Some of the stuff you're invincible, most of the stuff you're not. So yeah, just try to go in the invincible stuff. Try to definitely stay away from other people for most of the time. Okay, so when you log into online for the first time, you're basically escaping prison. So after that, you're going to ride with this guy, and he's going to bring you back to camp. So that's what you want to do, and the guy is Horley. So that's what you're gonna want to do. Make sure you do that because you have a choice to skip it, but make sure you do that because it starts you off with a decent horse, and that horse is worth around $100, $150. So do the beginning tutorials. Next thing you're gonna want to do when you're done with the tutorials. Well, I'm saying tutorials. It's basically like the first cutscene you do in the game, but you have a choice to skip it or not. So I'm just clearing up. Let's just call it a tutorial since you do have the chance to skip it and stuff. So let's just make sure you do that because it gives you a decent horse you're gonna stick with for most of the game. Next thing you're gonna do after you do your tutorials, quote unquote, you're gonna do all your story missions. And some of my friends, as soon as they started, they didn't do the story missions, and they kept putting it off and off and off. My one friend, Benny the Potato, his link's in the description. He still hasn't finished the story missions, and we've played this game for like months and months. So make sure you do the story missions. But my friend Christopher, Pink Pepe, his channel might also be in the description. So go check out Pink Pepe, Benny the Potato, link in the description. But we're not talking about it. So he did all the stuff in the first day, all the story missions in the first day, and he advanced so far that Benny the Potato, he wasn't even nearly close to him. So I recommend, as soon as you log into online and do the beginning tutorials, you start doing the story missions. And I say there's 3 choice story missions, and there's other non-choice story missions. The choice story missions, there's 3 of those: Love and Honor, Right Side of the Tracks, and I forgot. But you're gonna want to do those, and make sure you choose the honorable choice for all of those. Like Love and Honor, it's to help the people. Right Side of the Tracks is to let them go, and the other one is, I forgot what that one was. So make sure you choose the honorable choice for all those. It'll just help you a lot later. And then, once you're done with all 3 of those, you're gonna load into, or not really load in, but you're gonna have to see Horley again in Blackwater. And after you do that, he's gonna, if you did all the honorable choices, if you chose all those, next time you talk to Horley, he's gonna send you on another mission, and those are gonna be the honor missions. Honor missions, same thing, but he's gonna send you on the honorable missions. So those honorable missions, there is about, I'm not sure one, I'm thinking maybe 5, 7, 8, something like around that of the honorable missions. But when you're done with all those, it should end off with the hanging of Tom Davies for the honor missions. And once you do that, you're just going to, this may sound very, very horrible, but very, very horrible, but you are actually going to you're just gonna want to go to any location. I did mine in St. Denis, but you can go to any location and just kill a bunch of people. Just kill a bunch of people, and then try to actually get the lawmen on you. Don't kill your witnesses, and just kill all the lawmen until you can see every time your honor level decreases, it'll pop up on the screen for like a couple seconds, and it'll show you what your honor level is at. You want to get your little face all the way down into the red, and that'll get you to the dishonorable missions, the story missions of dishonorable. And you're just gonna want to do all of those. Hold on. There's one, I forgot to mention this, but another reason to do the story missions is one of the honorable story missions, you get like about $200 to $250 from one honorable mission. That one is where you have to go into Fort Mercer with like helmets and stuff. That's my favorite mission ever. It's super fun. So yeah, I would definitely recommend doing the story missions. It gets you, I'm gonna say, about $500 once you did all the honorable missions and all the dishonorable missions. So after you do all the dishonorable missions, so the honor missions should end off at the hanging of Tom Davies, and the dishonorable mission should end off at banks don't rob themselves. Okay, that's all you need to know about story missions. So when you're done with all the story missions, what you're going to want to do is basically you have nothing to do at all. Like, I'm not even joking at all. But what you're going to want to do is you're basically going to want to get new guns. So the guns I have here recommended are the bolt action rifle. It's the hunter's dream basically. It has very high damage, but it is not recommended for PvP because the ammo, it only has 5 bullets in the chamber at a time. But for hunting, it can, if you near St. Denis and near the Bayou Noir, there's alligators. And these alligators, usually if you're using like your pistol or your cattleman's revolver or your carbine repeater, those are the 2 guns you start off with, it's gonna take a while for you to kill them, these alligators. But with the bolt action rifle, 1 shot to the head of an alligator and it's dead, literally. So I 100% recommend the bolt action rifle. If you're a hunter, yes, but also there's a role that you have to get, which is a trader role, which basically is a hunting role. So you gotta hunt animals, bring them back to camp, and all that stuff. I'll explain that in a little bit. But get the bolt, since you have around $500 to $600 after you've done all the story missions. You're probably gonna want to get the bolt action rifle, varmint rifle. Well, the varmint rifle is only $72, which is the cheapest rifle in the game. Besides the carbine repeater, of course, but that's not a rifle. That's a repeater. So yeah. Varmint rifle's good for hunting little animals, and it's amazing for PvP if you're good at hitting headshots, because it has 14 ammo in one chamber. But my loadout is the Lancaster. If I'm going into a battle aggressively, my loadout is the Schofield revolver, a pump shotgun, and a Lancaster repeater. But I'm not good at hitting headshots, so I use the Lancaster repeater. If I was good at hitting headshots, I would definitely use the varmint rifle, because the ammo is cheaper. But the Lancaster repeater is definitely better if you're not really good at hitting headshots. I would not recommend the varmint rifle at all if you can't hit headshots. I mean, it's a decent weapon either way, but actually it really isn't. But varmint rifle is amazing for hunting small animals. It does very low damage, but if you're killing an enemy, you only need one headshot with any gun to kill him. So, for the pump action shotgun, it is a god tier, amazing PvP weapon. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, one shot to the stomach, or even maybe the legs, and the guy's dead. The legs. It's the greatest PvP weapon. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't have a lot of the guns. I have most of the guns, not a lot, but it's the greatest PvP weapon in the game. But never ever use it for hunting. Never. Because there's a in the hunting system, there's a 3-star hunting system. 3-star, you can see this by when you're aiming at an animal through the sights of a gun, or if you just have iron sights, which is what I usually use. Even if I do have a like a scope on my gun, I usually use the iron sights. But yeah, so when you're aiming in, you can see on the bottom right corner of your screen, you can tell if the animal is 3 stars, 1 star, or 2 star. 1 star is poor, 2 stars good, 3 stars perfect. 3 star if you're selling it to the butcher or anyone else, or if you're giving it back to camp. 1 star is gonna give you the least money, 3 stars gonna give you the most, 2 stars gonna give you in the middle of those, poor or perfect. So, but pump action shotgun, even if there's a perfect animal and you shoot with the pump action shotgun, it's gonna ruin the pelt. But if you're using the bolt action rifle to shoot like let's just say a perfect white-tailed deer, you see one, you're gonna want to aim for the head with the bolt action rifle, and one singular shot with the bolt action rifle to the head gives you a perfect if the animal is perfect in the first place. But the pump action shotgun, it never ever, even if you try it a million times, it'll never give you a perfect. So I recommend the pump action shotgun, but it's horrible for hunting. Never use it for hunting. But it's amazing for PvP. So that's about it for the guns you should get once you have 600 and you're done with like the story missions. But you're gonna want to do, once you're done with the story missions, you're gonna basically have nothing to do. So I recommend going to stranger missions, as you can see on the screen. These little icons, you can find them around the map at most train stations or mail stations, yeah, most train stations or like post offices, you will probably find a stranger. It's sort of like a like you look in the bathroom of like a public place, and that little icon of like the black figure holding up something. That's what the stranger mission is. So you're gonna want to do those, like a lot of those, like a lot of those, until you get around level 10. When you get level 10, you're gonna get a treasure map. Okay, so to access the treasure map, to access your satchel, hold down, or I don't know how to do it on PC. It's probably E or I. Probably hold down I or something. But on PS4 and Xbox, you hold down the right stick on your D-pad, on your thumb pad. Press and hold the right stick on your D-pad or thumb pad, whatever it's called, and then that'll access your satchel. So yeah, and then go to the very back to where it says pretty sure it says documents, and on documents you're gonna want to go to treasure maps. Just look around for a little bit until you find treasure maps, and you're gonna want to click on that and click on the one treasure map. But you only get treasure maps when you're at level 10. That's when you get your first one. Or if you can find people around the map who are selling you treasure maps, that's a rare occurrence when you just find a random NPC around the map who sells maps to you. But with those, if you you can pay them like $5, but if you're new, I recommend just killing them, and when you kill them, you can loot their body and get the treasure map instead of having to pay them. But if you want to maintain high honor and if you have a lot of money, then do whatever you want. But if you have high honor, if you want to maintain a high honor, definitely don't do that, because it'll have your honor go way down if you just kill a person trying to sell a map. But you get once you get level 10, you get a new map every 5 levels, which is very helpful. And each time you do a map, you get around 1 gold bar and $100 per map, and that's about. And when there's little hideouts that can summon along the map when you're riding your horse, or apparently, and this is very much tested and it worked for me, if you have a animal carcass on the back of your horse while you're looking around, a hideout will appear more frequently. I don't know how, but it works, man. It honestly works. So yeah, and point while I'm talking about the hideout is that at every hideout there's a bandit leader. You'll get less honor for killing him, but if you loot his body, 50% of the time there will be a map on him when you loot him. So that's very good to know. And yeah, look around for those pesky little hideouts, because they also give you experience when you do those hideouts. So on to the next thingy thing that you're gonna learn from Mr. Lemon. So yeah, when you get 10 gold bars after grinding stranger missions, treasure hunts, you're gonna save up for 10 gold bars, and you're gonna want to go to any bounty board in the map. It looks like a bounty board, you'll see it, and purchase the bounty hunter license. Make sure it's not a prestigious bounty hunter license, because that costs 25 gold, but the normal bounty hunter license costs 10 gold. So make sure you buy that. But if you buy the normal license, you can upgrade it for 15 gold after you get the normal bounty hunter license. And you're just gonna literally just grind those. Grind those in treasure maps. Don't forget about just forget about stranger missions and grind bounties and treasure maps until you have 15 gold. When you get 15 gold, you're gonna want to get the trader role. And I can't very much explain how to get the trader role, but look in your documents, look at letters, have a letter to Crypts, and whatever place that you open that letter closest to, like whatever city you open that letter to that has a general store, that's where you're gonna want to go, and you're gonna want to go to that general store. If you go to any other general store besides that one, it's not gonna work. Some people say it's where you got that letter from, what mail place you got the letter from. But when I was helping my friend, it was what he was closest to when he opened the letter, which was Valentine at the time. So you're gonna want to save up to 15 gold, just grind bounties and do legendary bounties. Those are very good. There's 10 legendary bounties, and you can replay them as much times as you want. Just do those. It gets very, very hard at difficulty 4. That's when it gets super hard. So when the first one gets to difficulty 4, which should be maybe Wolfman or some Philip Carlier, something like that. I forgot which one was that. But yeah, you're gonna want when that one gets to level 4 difficulty, you can see at the top, when that gets to level 4 difficulty, you're gonna move on to the next one. And then when that one gets to level 4 difficulty, you move on to the next one. That's what you do. But if the Owl Hoot family, you can do that solo until I think it's about maybe level 3. Because until like level 3, I forgot if it was level 3 or level 4. But that one is gonna start. It's like 3 people, but it has a very long timer, and it's pretty very easy. Pretty very. But it's pretty easy to do that when you're solo. Because you deliver one target, got them. They're all in different locations. So if one tries escaping, if they were all clumped up in the same place, you got one, but the other already escaped, you wouldn't have succeeded. But if they are in different places, which they are in different places, if you get one, the other has no clue you even got that person, and they're not gonna escape. So that's the Owl Hoot family. It's pretty simple to do until you get like level 3 or 4 difficulty. But grind that until you get 15 gold, and then you get the trader role. And then the trader role, you're gonna want to just do it normally. You're gonna want to go hunting. That's why I wanted you to get the bolt action rifle, because then you can be a hunter and have perfect carcasses to donate to Crypts. So you're gonna want to save up $875. I know it's very, very expensive for some people and for most people. But if you're playing on a Christmas event, or if there's a sale on the hunting wagon, you're definitely purchase that. It'll probably be like not $60. It'll be $600 around there. Definitely do that. Right now, when I'm making this, it's the Christmas update for Red Dead Redemption Online. So I got my hunting wagon for $600 instead of 875. So save up to 875 and 3 tokens. You should already have 3 tokens if you bought the bounty hunter and you also bought the trader role. But it isn't necessary. But in one day, me and my friends went hunting. In 1 hour, less than an hour probably. Me and my friends went hunting with the hunting wagon, and we got Crips's materials all the way up, literally all the way up to the full. And we had full production. It got us so much money. You'll make your money back, definitely, if you buy the hunting wagon, but it is not necessary. You can hunt normally. It does not matter. But I recommend it. So that's basically it. That's all you're gonna want to do, and just grind the trader, and then when when the materials are full, do a resupply mission every once in a while. Definitely do not order the supplies. It'll cost money. But because doing resupply missions gives you a lot of experience. It gives you trader experience, and it also gives you normal experience, so you can level up faster. But don't order supplies because it will take less time, but also it will cost you money and it won't give you any experience. So make sure you do the resupply missions, and for selling stuff, I recommend doing local. Honestly, it's not that big of money difference. I always do local because I don't really care about the extra $12. But distant, Jesus, it takes like 10 minutes or take me like 15 minutes just for one trader mission. Even though I could have done in that 15 minutes, I probably could have done like maybe 2 bounty hunting missions, which would have got me 2 legendary bounties, maybe even. That would get me $60. But yeah, don't do the distant. I mean, you could if you wanted to. I started doing that though. I did that a long time ago, but it takes you so much time, and time is money in this game. So yeah, because every once in a while you have time is literally money, because every once in a while there's like a thing, I forgot what it was. The stable, there's like a thing with your stables and your camp that you have, where every like, I forgot, maybe 30 minutes, 15 minutes, it cost you like $1.75 for each of those. But which time is money. So if you're going AFK, if you're going AFK for like 2 hours, you're gonna lose like $4 or $5, which is it's terrible why they made that. But I see why they made that, because going AFK is sort of against the rules, and they want to have full servers, but they don't want to have AFK servers. Rockstar doesn't. So that's why they do that, so you can keep moving and stuff. But those are really annoying. So what I recommend is grinding trader bounty, legendary bounties, do local trader deliveries, all that stuff. And once you're done with all that, save up to 25 gold and make sure you have trader level 5, and then buy the Moonshiner role. You're gonna get another letter for another business opportunity with Crips, which is gonna be then the Moonshiner role. And I swear to God, I have made it. There's an achievement. It's on my account. I can show you right now. I've made $2,000 making moonshine. It's incredible. If you have weak moonshine, if you start making weak moonshine, It's the same with the hunting system. There's 2-star, 1-star, 3-star. 3-star is strong, 2-star is average, 1-star is weak. You actually have to buy your mash ingredients so you can make the moonshine, but 99 or actually every time you still gain more money. Sorry for my stutter there. But you always gain more money. Like most of the time, if you can do bootlegger missions, which they give you like the price of the mash is less expensive. So definitely do that. Do a couple do like usually I'm kind of rich. Like I have like $600, but I usually don't do a bootlegger mission because it cost me $50, which if I have $600, $50 doesn't matter. And I also have average moonshine, so every time I have flavored average moonshine, I usually get $158. But when I have a flavored weak moonshine, it only gives me $78. Which the profit, if you don't do a bootlegger mission when you only have the weak moonshine, or when you're making weak moonshine, is gonna be $50 or $30 for profit when you do weak moonshine and you don't do a bootlegger mission. The only reason that is because it costs $50 to make it, and every time you do a flavored moonshine mission, it gives you $78. So just make sure you do that. Make sure you do one bootlegger mission. But if you're rich and you have average moonshine, which is the polished, or no, it's the condenser. So I recommend what I did is sadly first I got the bar, and then I got the condenser, and then I got the band, and I don't have polished copper yet. But yeah, I recommend getting the condenser first, because every time you make average moonshine. So buying the condenser for about $950, I think, that gives you the ability to make average moonshine. And the average moonshine, what it does is it's average moonshine. But when you have flavored average moonshine, it gives you 150. So I don't usually do bootlegger missions, so it cost me $50 to make the average moonshine. So even when I don't do a bootlegger mission, the profits are still $100, which is pretty amazing. But the polished copper, every time you do it, a mission, you get like 220, I think it is. 225, maybe it's just like 250. I'm not sure. I don't have the polished copper yet. But for a band and a bar, yeah, definitely get the condenser or polished copper first. So that's basically the guide. That's all you're gonna want to do. First, get bounty hunter, then get trader, then get bounty hunter. Then get moonshiner. And earlier today, I just bought the prestigious bounty hunter, which cost me 15 gold. But also, if you don't have a lot of time, if you're doing school, if you have like a birthday coming up or holiday, I would definitely ask. It's literally only $5 to get 25 gold bars instantly. It's a one-time offer, and it goes on everybody's account, but you can only get it one time, and it gives you 25 gold for $5. Usually, you could get 25 gold for $10, but for $5, it's literally a steal. That's what I did, and that means if you get that, you can get bounty hunter and trader immediately and still have 5 gold left over for the moonshiner roll. So yeah, that's what I recommend. I got the $5 thing, but that's basically the whole beginner guide, and it's not really a beginner guide. It's It's also a lot of other stuff. And you know what I might even do? I might make another like account, or I'm probably gonna go on my dad's account and make a whole new character and do a rags to riches, so I can show you guys what to do and how to do it and how to make the most money in the least amount of time. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.